and welcome to another edition of Subhu's Launch Talk. Happy Navratri to all of you. And my today's topic of discussion is going to be based on two goddesses that brings prosperity to all of us. Why only two goddesses? In this episode, I will try elaborate the significance of these two goddesses in our prosperity or to bring prosperity. So, who are those two goddesses? If you look at which is the goddess which signifies prosperity, it is Lakshmi. And Lakshmi has two sisters on either side of her, representing the two goddesses. Now, who are they? One is Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and another is Durga, the goddess of courage. So, what do we learn from this particular thing? It says that Lakshmi will be there where there is Saraswati or Durga, which means what? In modern terms, we call it as IQ. IQ is represented by Saraswati, and Durga is represented by EQ, emotional quotient. IQ is equal to intellectual quotient. So, if you want wealth, it will not come just as it is. We don't have a magic wand. We don't have an Aladdin ka lamp that you ask something, it will come. You don't have a Midas touch that whatever you touch will become gold. All that is fanciful thinking. बच्चों को रात को सोने के पहले सुनाने का कहानी अच्छा है कि जो भी टच किया वो गोल्ड है. You can ask whatever you want from this particular lamp. हिलाओ थोड़ा देर and then ask you want chocolates, so chocolates will rain from the sky. You want toys will come by some will be immediately emerge before you. बोलने की बात है. These things in practical life, these things are just a source of imagination that you can get whatever you want if you believe in it. That's all. The message is like a magic wand and other things. At least start believing that you want it. So once you desire something, and basic one of the most foremost desire is wealth. पैसा बनाना है, अमीर होना है, बैंक बैलेंस रहना है. पैसा सबसे बड़ा रुपया. पैसा ये पैसा. तो पैसा कमाना है, which is not a bad thing. पैसा कमाने में क्या गलत है? पैसा तो कमाना है, बट पैसा ऐसे ही नहीं आता है. पैसा will not come to you just like that. So you require, what is it that you require? What is it that you have to focus on? That will get you the prosperity. And this goddess Durga and goddess Saraswati, besides goddess Lakshmi, tells you what to focus on. So either you focus on Saraswati, that is developing an expertise, developing a skill, developing some managerial skill, developing some technology, developing research work. What does Saraswati do? Saraswati signifies gaining expertise in a field, and she has a swan with her. Swan. The beauty of the swan. What does the swan signify? The beauty of the swan is it is calm in the exterior. If you see any swan in the water, you will feel it is the calmest bird. Swan. Oh, you will not even see any fluttering. It will be as calm. It will float so easily in water. But what you cannot see is the frenetic or her legs moving in the water with a lot of force, frenetic, that is constantly moving her legs under the surface of the water. Now once he does that, then only the swan looks calm from the exterior. What does that mean? मेहनत तो करना पड़ेगा. जीव जाकर मेहनत कर रहे हैं जो दिखता नहीं है, जो जिस बिलो द सरफेस. एंड उसमें का मेहनत का फल आपको उसका व्हाट इज कॉल्ड, यू डेवलप अ स्किल, यू डेवलप सम कॉम्पिटेंस थ्रू academics. Mostly सरस्वती signifies academics. Academics के थ्रू जितना आपको gain करना है in a particular subject. You may be a finance professional, you may be a doctor, you may be an engineer, you may be a lawyer, जो भी field है, you may be an accountant. You gain the expertise on the subject matter. Like सरस्वती के पास वीणा है. She is you have some instrument where your fingers, the music comes through your playing on the veena. The veena by itself cannot give you that harmony, but Saraswati plays the fingers as if it's a toy, which means you are developing that amount of skill through concentration, practice, through your interest, because from the interest you develop it into a practice, from the practice you develop into an expertise, and once you gain that expertise, there will be somebody who will want that expertise from you, or you will buy that expertise from you, or will employ you for that expertise, and Lakshmi in the form of wealth will come to you. So you will ask me, does that mean only if you study you can make wealth? पैसा बनाएगा तो ये पहले. No. The answer is no. Without academics, you can still make money, lots of money. In fact, more money than people who study and become PhD. उनसे भी ज़्यादा कमा सकते हैं. तो उसके लिए क्या ज़रूरत है? उसके लिए कुछ ज़रूरत नहीं है. But you require an indomitable courage. एकदम जिगर, courage, and that is signified by Durga, who rides on a tiger. शेर को ऊपर बैठने का हौसला होना चाहिए आपके पास. You have to pull the tiger by the tail or ride the tiger. पढ़ाई का कोई जरूरत नहीं. Develop an indomitable, मतलब उससे भी courage. क्या कहते हैं उसको? You have to become a courageous person. Something is wrong. So what do I mean by courage? Courage means fearlessness, bindas, hosla. Need to have fearlessness. You'll ask me, what is fearlessness? Fearlessness does not mean absence of fear. That is it. You cannot eliminate fear. Fearless means a ability to face fear and go beyond that. डर के आगे जीत है. So, take for example some cricketers. Say Kapil Dev. He came into cricket at 18 years. क्या पढ़ा रहेगा 18 ईयर्स में? तो तभी तो 12वीं पढ़ के कॉलेज में आने का एज है. एंड ही इज बिकम अ टॉप क्रिकेटर. बट दिस मैन हैड दैट क्वालिटी ऑफ करेज दैट जो भी हो, वॉट एवर हैपन्स, मैं गेंद आउट करने के लिए बॉल करूँगा. दैट इज आई विल बोल माई हार्ट्स आउट टू गेट द बैट्समैन बोल्ड. दिस फियरलेसनेस इज द जो दुर्गा फैक्टर उसके अंदर था. लेट्स कॉल इट एज अ दुर्गा फैक्टर. दैट हैज मेड कपिल देव अ सेंसेशन. In 1983 World Cup against Zimbabwe, लल्लू पंजू टीम, इंडिया वर 17 for 5. 5 विकेट तो गिर गया था. And we were expecting that India will fold within 50 runs and have a miserable defeat. But there came the Durga factor, Kapil Dev. And he fought and he batted like a lion. He took the score from 17 to 275 and he himself scored a daddy 100, 175. And India won the match. Kapil Dev showed by example how to overcome fear, how to bat courageously, how to believe in yourself. कि इसको I have a bat in hand. There is a bowler who is going to try to get me out, but I will see to it that the ball goes outside. I hit that ball outside the boundary. So that is what is called fearlessness. So you will ask me, how do I develop fearlessness? To develop fearlessness, you cannot dip your head into the sand like an ostrich and feel that there is no fear around. You cannot close your eyes and say, no, there is no fear, nothing to fear. You will have to face fear with eyes open, eyes wide open. The way to fight fear is to do what you are fearful. That can only give you a chance to become and success or to gain wealth. Many of the top millionaires, when they talk, it will all look very funny. Bill Gates says he is a dropout. Adani says he has not studied beyond 8th standard. Dhirubhai Ambani, he ran out of his house. That's how the stories are. So, they had no Saraswati. IQ तो दूर है, सरस्वती साथ में नहीं है. फिर इन्होंने पैसा कैसा इतना बनाया? How did they make so much of money? The factor that helped us was the Durga factor, the fearlessness to do something. An educated person has got many doubts. The more you study, the more doubtful you will have more doubts. Whereas the illiterate person can be full of confidence because उनको doubt ही नहीं है. You have seen some boys jumping from the cliff into the river. बहुत बड़ा बड़ा माउंटेन्स है, ऊपर से कूदते हैं नीचे. Did they calculate what is the length of the mountain, what is the depth of the river, at what point I should be getting inside the water and all? कुछ नहीं, भागते हैं और अंदर धम, and they overcome their fear. I'm not saying you do that, but जज्बा देखो. If you have seen that from the aircraft they jump, just jump, and then they float in the air for some time, and finally as they hurtle down, as they keep coming down like a stone, they open their parachute and then land safely. It is just that quality of taking a leap of faith. डर के आगे जीत है. एक लीप लेना है, एक झप लेना है. क्या होगा देखा जाएगा. Whatever happens, let me see what happens. If you have that courage, Lakshmi will be with you. Again, Lakshmi will be with you. So two parts. It is not that everybody will be do only come in academics, or you should have some raw courage or blind courage. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. You have to find yourself. What is it that you want? What is it that your strong point is? You should not take a mad rush. Mad rush doesn't mean that अब तुम्हारे पास दुर्गा है. Mad rush means you have not even put your basic intelligence. Durga factor means being courageous intelligently. Let me try this. If I try, let me get the feedback. Based on that, I will retry. It's called a plan, do, check, act cycle. That is, you plan something, then you do it, then you check what you have done is as per your plan, the result is as per your plan. If not, from the feedback, again you act to rewind the plan or replan. Plan, do, check out. This is the cycle. So, and for example, let me tell a small story of mine. I was born in Mumbai. There you don't require any car and that on those days. Even today, most of them only go through trains, and because the public transport system is absolutely, it will link every part of the city to the other part. Then by work I had come to some other place, and per force I had to learn something. And I learned driving at the age of 42 years. At the age of 42 years, most of them give up. But I said, okay, let me get the Durga factor inside me. And today, after 10 years, I have driven more than 2 lakh kilometers. Not that I developed the expertise or I knew what is what and things like that. Only thing I knew, I have to drive. I went to and go to the driving school, got the license, and then in the first trial, I couldn't drive more than the first gear. डर, पसीना आ गया. अरे कैसा चलाएगा, हाउ टू हैंडल दिस कार इट इज सो हैवी एंड मूविंग. पसीना आ गया. ओनली फर्स्ट गियर. In fact, that guy who gave me the license was known to one of my colleagues. He said, please give it to him, he requires it. And that's how I got my license. And then I decided, that let me try first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, drive on a highway, drive in the city. Every opportunity, let me drive. And as I kept driving, today my speedometer shows 2,30,000 30 kilometers. I've not changed my car because that is a car which has been with me from day one. So I have got, it's a old car, but मेरा साथ में रहने वाला like uh, like they say that Prithviraj Chauhan had a Chetak, a favorite horse. Shivaji Maharaj had a favorite horse. Used to go only in that horse because the horse knew what my Maharaj wanted to do, it could sense what the Maharajas wanted. Prithviraj Chauhan, his horse knew that his master wants to go there, at what speed, where it has to stop, and other things. There is a what is called, they develop a sort of a close connection between both. Similarly, man machine. I can understand my car like a back of my hand. Not anybody can drive my car. Only myself. I can only drive my car because I have understood by driving how my car responds to different things. So the moral of the story is, for prosperity, you either have Saraswati, pursue Saraswati, and try to get opportunities based on your academics, or you pursue the Durga factor, get into something boldly. And in Durga factor, it is not about developing expertise from day one. No. In Saraswati, you will get a degree saying that you are MBA, you are so and so, and you have to bring that expertise into the job. In Durga factor, zero expertise. You start with zero expertise. The only thing you want to you go in mind is, I have to do these things. There is no option. I have to do it. मुझे तो जाना ही करना ही है. And once you do it, the the way you develop expertise is called consistency. Keep doing the same thing again and again, again and again, again and again, again and again. That consistent effort is enough. Consistently करना है. And with a strong belief that yes, this path I will somehow find. That is, once you are on the way appears. जैसे जैसे मैं करता जाऊंगा वैसे वैसे मुझे पता लगेगा क्या हो रहा है. So nothing in life is on a platter, given on a platter. ऐसा banana leaf में सब खाना दिया नहीं रहते. It is only by using the Saraswati factor or the Durga factor that you make a pehchan of yourself. You develop an identity for yourself. In the next episode, I will talk about another aspect of Navratri, in this episode, I will limit myself to this, that for prosperity, the two goddess, Saraswati and Durga, these are the two focus. If one has either one of them, Mahalaxmi will bestow riches on you, riches. So the tip of this video is, give importance to academics and develop in the academic field. Get an expertise. That is, you get an expertise, and then expertise means at least knowledge of the subject. Knowledge of it, like you become a doctor. It is not that from the first day you will operate, but you have got knowledge of that particular medicine. At least get the knowledge and then come to the work. There will be people who will want your knowledge and give cash for give pay for that. Otherwise, you become like Durga factor, where you don't come into the market with expertise. You develop that expertise by taking a particular project or taking a particular subject and then doing it consistently. keep doing the same thing consistently, and as you progress on the way appears. So with that, I come to the end of this video. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon for more such videos. Till we meet again, goodbye and take care.